Hello, Virgo friends. I'm Annie Botticelli, and welcome to my Virgo March 2025 Astrology Horoscope Forecast. So, wow, March is one of the most intense months of the entire year for everybody, but that is especially true for Virgos because there is an eclipse in your sign. This is chapter 2 of a long chapter series that started at the end of 2024. We'll go into 2027. Every 6 months during that time, you will have an eclipse either in your sign or the opposite sign of Pisces for you that will activate unconscious factors and radically change your life. Upheavals and accomplishments, tremendous, exciting new openings, and very sad and stressful endings have all marked the time since this eclipse cycle started. And this is what you've got moving forward. This is a time of active destiny, of clearing up karmic messes and clearing up patterns that are no longer serving you, that maybe never felt like they were serving you, and stepping into more new, healthy patterns, better ways of being, and stepping into your highest expression of this lifetime. This report is for you if Virgo is your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, or any other Virgo placement you're listening for. What I'm going to talk about here is part of your astrological picture. And if you're a very late degree Virgo friend, so birthdays like September 15th through the rest of the sign, or 23 degree Virgo placements through the rest of the sign, I suggest you additionally listen to my Libra report, as your very late degree friends will benefit from both readings. We also have so much more to talk about besides the eclipses, and I'm going to hit all of this to give you good coverage to understand the nature of this month for you. Okay, so where to start? Let's talk about the Pisces-Virgo dynamic, the polarity, the interaction, what areas of your chart are lit up, and what kinds of things you may expect to see, and talk about some timelines. So, as we start out the month, Ceres, the Sun, Saturn, Mercury, transiting North Node, and for a little while longer, Neptune, are all still in Pisces. Pisces will bring this watery energy of high emotion, of connectedness to the all that is, to, ethereal and angelic realms and magical dreams and lucid dreaming and connection with your psychological space and possibly great progress in your psychological space. Artistic and quiet, private sanctuary moments, personal retreat, and time spent with people close to you in heartfelt connection. So all of that is happening, a heightening of your intuition, a connecting to the all that is, focus on meditation, ways to calm the unruly mind. All of those things are things that you will see this month. And that all of that energy loads up in your 7th house of relationships. So the factors that are happening with the eclipse cycle have to do with me versus we. Whenever we have an eclipse in our sign, or a set of our sign versus our opposing sign, it's activating me versus we. And that's going to be true, until 2027. Who are you? What do you want to do with your life? Who did you come here to be? How are you now? How does that differ from what feels real for you? What masks do you have on? What ways of being are you stepping into? How are you in relationships? Are these satisfying? Do you have relationship karma? How can things be better in that space? All of these are the types of questions that you may be asking yourself and the types of experiences that you will be living out. And that's going to be especially active now. So you will be noticing this storyline of you versus other people, how you are in relationship, and who you are in general. All right, so when we have that March 13th, March 14th eclipse at 23 degrees of Virgo, bam, this is the ending of something within your individual house of Aries. And you will hear me mention Aries a lot for this month because we've got so many other Arian factors that are happening at this time. But with this eclipse, it's happening in your 1st house that's ruled by Aries. So this is a lunar eclipse. It's an ending. It's ending a way of being. I'll give you a couple of examples just how I've seen this manifest. Let's say you're a person who doesn't have children and eclipse happens and either now you're pregnant or your partner's pregnant, now you're having a baby, now you've just had a baby, and now who you were was a person without a baby, and now who you are is a person with one. Okay, so that's an example of how radically your life can change. But there are countless more examples that don't involve children that change how you are and who you are, taking on a different role in life, taking a different path in life. So something is ending. The thing that could be ending in that case is you as a person who doesn't have kids. And the thing that's beginning is you as a person that has them. You see, so the endings and beginnings are they feed into each other to, create the new. So this is what's going to be happening. And you will feel this, the closer you are to 23 degrees, you'll probably feel this most obviously. Sometimes eclipses are working under the surface. And if it's not connecting into your personal placement, sometimes you can go through eclipse time and not notice any drama at all, which, and you're just holding space for other people who are going through it. Or, at eclipse time, you'll notice, wow, people are going through a lot of stuff. A lot of stories of my gardener has this going on, my aunt has this going on. And if you're not getting hit directly by this, then it may be more going on under the surface to be seen later. But we'll give at least a 5-degree range. So 18 degrees to 28 degrees, so basically the rest of the sign. You will feel it the most in the closer to 23 degrees. And how that equates out to birthdays is like September 11th through the rest of the sign, and the closer you are to around the 15th, 16th, 17th, those days around there, the more you might notice, obviously and more dramatically, this eclipse. So, but it's still a very important time in restructuring your life. And like I said, it could just not be as noticeable. And you may even feel things changing, but not see them changing on the outer realm. That also can happen. All right. So as the month progresses, the Sun, Mercury move into Aries, and actually Neptune will also move into Aries. I'm going to do a separate video on that, so I'm not going to address that here. But and then it will join Venus and Chiron and Eris that are already in Aries. So I told you we would come back to this Aries energy. Aries is autonomy. It's yourself. It's, how you do you. And it's your physical body, and it's your authentic expression. So there's something very individual about these energies at the same time as you're merging deeper into relationships from those Pisces energies lighting up your 7th house. Now, also for Virgo, Aries placements light up your 8th house of very deep merging. So there's no way around getting this holding your space more within your relationships, going deeper into relationships, but being more of yourself. It's both of these polarities at play. The 8th house also has to do with other people's money, loans, debt, taxes, finances, inheritances, winning money, government or other support. So you will see those types of things coming up into the conversation in a very short-term way with the ones passing through quickly, and in a very long-term way, something that may have been pending since 2023. A lawsuit, an inheritance, something that you won, something that you're trying to get, a loan, anything like that, may be coming to this final dramatic conclusion because of the Aries eclipse also being in Aries. So March 29th, 9 degrees of Aries, that final eclipse, and the Aries Libra eclipse cycle, another me-we type of storyline, not getting out of that. And this is bringing something to a conclusion that has been pending or building or in story for a couple of years, okay? So that will be happening at this time. Now, while we're on the topic of Aries, Mars, which rules Aries, also just woke up a week before March 1st, so February 23rd. Mars finally went direct. This long pre-shadow transit, retrograde transit, post-retrograde transit, Mars has been sleepy for a long time, and Mars rules Aries, and Mars has woken up. So you will see your ambition, excitement, optimism, things moving forward, not just from Mars moving forward, but Jupiter recently going direct as well in February. So a lot of things that stalled out in your business, in your work, in your employment towards the end of last year, last quarter of last year, you may see things like this, things with your parents, things with your family, things with housing, real estate, a move, job, all of that kind of stuff starting to wake up. And, that's all going to be happening. Now, as all of these things are waking up, Venus is going to sleep. So March 1st through the middle of April, we've got Venus retrograde. And Venus rules love and relationships and money and finance and design and beauty and, confidence and all of those kind of things. So you will notice certain things waking up and certain things going to sleep. Part of the main reason for my work is to help you align with the natural rhythms of the universe. If you understand that certain things are going to sleep and certain things are waking up, one of the ways you can make your life so much easier and more productive is to understand not to push those things that are going to sleep. There's a reason. If there's something that becomes unsure or unclear or going slower or not happening fast enough or, getting cast into uncertainty, you're not going to be able to fix that. But you can focus your energies on the things that are waking up and looking for your attention to move forward, because those things will be happening for sure. All right, so you're going to rethink love and money or go back to things that worked. You're going to reconsider finances or personal appearance or go back to things that worked. Big thing to know in Venus retrograde is if there's something that's high risk and low reward, it is not the time to do that. Things that you would like to do during Venus retrograde to align with the natural rhythms are low risk, high reward. So, if you find a beauty product that you can afford that has great ratings and you get it, hey, that can work out amazing. If you try to get cosmetic surgery, there's more of a chance it will get botched up and be an expensive mistake or not work out the way you wanted it to. All right. Now, obviously, all these things are not 100% of the time. These are factors that increase the odds because when Venus is in retrograde, sometimes you're not seeing clearly. Now, you can also return back to a state that you were at before. So Venus retrograde is a time to do some things to unwind time in your appearance or in your health or, just basically turn back the clock a bit. And if you can do that in a low risk way that you can afford, then Venus retro can be fine. All right, so just be very careful. You can also get a lot of bargains at this time, so look out for that. But you don't want to be the person giving someone a bargain because you'll ask the big Venus retrograde question, what was I thinking, if you give something away of value. That includes divorces where you just want to get rid of the person and you're willing to give up your stake in finances to make it easier. Venus retrograde is the worst time to do that because the odds are you'll look back and say, where's my money? I shouldn't have done that. Or where's my relationship? I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so things that are sure and happening, and, maybe Venus retrograde will push them to their next level. However, it's not the time to make the decision, usually really not the time to make a big decision in love, beauty, or money in something that's not easily reversible. Okay, so let's see. Venus retrograde is a fantastic time to do promos. Something short term, that you're not going to have a promo forever. And speaking of which, I have a promo. So this is an epic promo that includes when you buy for or register for my astrology certification course. You get all the rest of the other courses in my school for free. That's $1,100 of free bonuses, plus more with my new bonus, which is and not available any other way except this promo, my Celestial Mindscapes, put together by my brilliant sound engineering husband. He specializes in this type of thing. Frequencies that can harmonize the vibrations of the celestial spheres within yourself and offer more synchronicity or awake to synchronicity and self-discovery and soul fulfillment. So I've got the Celestial Mindscape 12 audio series that you'll get for free. So you can see all this at beastropro.com. beastropro.com. And if you want to have all of my content early, go to anniehelpsyou.com, sign up for my free email newsletter. You'll get a weekly newsletter with all my content links, get the early access, and plus you won't miss anything. YouTube does not let you know when I post all the time. For the most part, this is what I hear and this is what I see because the number of people that are watching versus the number of subscribers I have don't match up, which means that YouTube has shenanigans going on. So if you don't want to miss anything from me, sign up at anniehelpsyou.com. Plus, you'll get my retrograde resource page and my eclipse resource page access, which will help you to navigate through. I think I've written more about Venus retrograde than I have on any other single topic. You can try to search for and find these things organically. I do have them listed in the retrograde resource page that you get when you sign up, though, in the welcome letter. Okay, so that gives you a good understanding of what's happening just for Virgo this month. Make sure to pay attention to my weeklies so you can listen to current astrology each week and look for my new moon and full moon reports to understand the magnitude of those big moon times. I'll see you soon. Bye.